You know when you make that cup of coffee and it's just like a hint too sweet.
And then you shit your balls off. Yeah.
Yeah, like 40 minutes later, unless
Have you
I'm
ever
doing
had
it
those
way sooner
shits?
than that.
Have you ever had those shits where the only logical way to describe them is shotgun blast? More specifically, 12 gauge shotgun blast.
No.
I had some Panda Express the other week that made me do that. Let me just say
Oh
that.
Jesus. Oh Jesus, no. All right. Welcome to what is this? Fourth episode?
Four.
Fifth? Fourth?
Four.
All right. Welcome
Yeah.
back to the Booth Podcast. This is episode 4.
We haven't recorded in a while.
No, we haven't. We stocked up 2 weeks ago because I was in
Yeah.
Colorado. So we had a scheduled release. So we still had our Tuesday weekly release, but yeah. But we're back.
Do you have any stories? Because I have a couple stories if you want me to start off with one.
If you got a story, let's go.
All right. So get this. Um, so I live in a pretty good area of Austin. Would you say?
I would say so. Very very
Um.
nice. Very domesticated.
So yes, yes. I was sitting at lunch. Shooting the shit with my friends. Eating. What was I eating? Burger. It was a cheeseburger, bacon cheeseburger with pepper jack cheese. Pretty good. Pretty good. Um. When I noticed a police car pull up to one of our back parking lots and a child, I guess the only way you can describe him as a child,
Like
running
old.
across the parking lot, 18,
Okay.
um, well,
Legally
physically
adult,
18, mentally, assistant
7. Yeah.
principal's running after him. Cop car pulls into the back parking lot. Guy bolts into the backwoods behind my school. And then the cop car proceeds to drive parallel off road, parallel to the woods behind my school, pop a J turn UE in the dirt, and then book it out of the parking lot and out of the school. So the story is that a kid who's a known drug dealer at my school got caught with $300 worth of the Mary Jane on him by the assistant principals. Cops were
Hold up.
called. He was
Hold up.
away.
Hold up. You're in Austin. It's been
Yes.
decriminalized.
Yes, but no. Uh, the school
The legal
doesn't like
smoking
the
age is
stuff.
21 federally, yes, but
Technically, yes, but he
it's
could have.
been
This is okay,
decriminalized.
right? But this is the thing. This is the thing. Okay, I don't think this is just what I heard. What I personally think happened was that the APs caught him with all this weed, right? AP stands for assistant principal.
Hmm.
His easiest out was just say, "Oh, this is CBD." That's his legally his easiest out, right? Because that's how it was decriminalized in Austin or in Texas. Um, but he didn't.
Bright kid.
He instead decided to run, which is the most damning thing you can
That's
ever
the
do in
worst
this
thing you can do
situation.
in any conflict with law enforcement is to run
Yes, because
with
the
no
lawyer. What are the lawyer?
explanation.
What's your lawyer going to do with that? Like you have the best lawyer in the world, but what is he going to do with that? He can't get you out of that shit.
I shit my die and I had to go change it.
So he gets away from the custody of the assistant principals, which then ensues them to call the cops, and then he runs from the cop. I don't know if he's been caught yet. There's a hospital that the woods separate my school from a hospital. So my guess is that he had a car in that hospital parking lot that he ran to and got in the car and booked it because that's the direction he ran in. But I was talking to some people, and the murmur around the school is that him and two other dudes actually run a trap house in my
Hmm.
area because one of them is I forgot what it's called, but like when you're like 16 or 17, you can get the rights of an 18-year-old if your parents are like sucky. What's it? I forgot what it's called.
Like
Um,
in terms of like
being able to purchase property and jobs and such.
ah interesting.
If you're like I think it's 15 or older, between 15 and 17. Obviously, if you don't like if you can't be put up for adoption at that age, right? And you're pretty much at that
Well,
point,
like most of the time they won't
right?
put you in the system
Right.
if you're 16, I think. 16 or
It's
older.
16, 17, right?
Yeah.
There's a thing that you can apply for where you get the rights of an 18-year-old minus selective service and voting. So like the ability to own and buy a property, so on and so forth. Um, I think they test your maturity or your IQ or something. I don't know. I forgot the word for it, but that's the thing. This guy has it. So he purchased a house, and the other two guys, along with how chipped in, but they weren't signers on the house. He just paid for it, right?
Hmm.
Um, my guess is that they got one of those zero down payment mortgages, so they're just paying monthly fees because they probably just got a small house. But anyway, they're running a trap house, is what I'm trying to tell you. Um,
Interesting.
so they're selling drugs out of it. They rent out some of the rooms to like as like hotel rooms, like black market hotel rooms for like druggies and such, or runaways. So that's how they're making a little bit of money for the house there too. But the guy that was almost caught today was one of the guys that was in it, and it was the funniest shit because everyone in the cafeteria stood up, ran to the giant windows that we have in my cafeteria, and you could see everybody's phone was just open to Snapchat and was just filming the entire thing.
You automatically get like 200 pieces of that content, all
I
from
mean,
different angles.
I'm telling you, everybody having a phone or a camera in their pockets both the best and worst thing of all time.
I mean, yeah, I
Because
mean, it's incredible yet terrifying.
we have because the government has completely free surveillance of literally everything going on in the United States right now,
Anything and everything.
and
If
that's
you
without even hacking. Like that's without the conspiracy theory of them hacking our phones.
Oh, I mean,
Like
absolutely not. I mean, like,
everybody's filming everything.
yeah, like literally, there's so much crazy shit that you could find on the internet if you look
Oh yeah,
far enough.
oh
And
yeah,
odds are the craziest shit that you're gonna find is gonna be shot on an iPhone. Like,
yeah,
it's just how it is.
yeah.
Um, so yeah,
But so that was my Tuesday.
that was your Tuesday. My Tuesday was up in the mountains. It's fun.
No, that was this Tuesday. That wasn't last Tuesday. That was today. That
Oh, that
happened
was
today.
today?
That happened today.
Holy
This is still
shit.
ongoing. Yeah,
Holy shit. Okay.
yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
My Tuesday's been rather uneventful. I have no stories from this Tuesday.
How was your mountains
That's
then?
a bummer.
Go back to that last week.
Mountains were amazing. Absolutely amazing. Um,
New man,
I wouldn't say new man, but uh,
rejuvenated.
rejuvenated for sure.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I need
Fresh
one of those.
limbs, you know?
I need one of those. I need
Little
one of those
baby
hard.
limbs. Yeah. I don't know. I've
Oh,
it's crazy. Like I did have a really awesome Sunday though. I think I found a new hobby. But back to the mountains. We we snowboarded and skied for 4 days. It was super awesome. Um, my dad, I felt really bad for him, so we drove up. We got there Friday around like 10 o'clock at night.
hmm
The Saturday we went, got on the mountain, got all of our gear and everything. The guy at like the that was doing the rentals for the snowboards, he's kind of a dick to me. So he uh he asked me like what kind of setup I want and whatnot, and I told him, and he gives me like a board that would be suitable for like a man of your height, 6 foot or taller. I'm 5'7". I'm not a tall guy. He gives me a massive ass board. Now, like the general like thing is like the board should come up to like your chin,
yeah,
like
yeah.
or like right around your chin, if you're like holding it right in front of you. Anyway, he gives me a board and it's like midway through my head, and I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I can't ride this. Like, there's no way. And he's like, well, just like try it out. Like, we're low on boards right now. He's like, try it out. I was like, all right. So I go try it out. Doesn't really work that well. Turns out my shoes were too big. Anyways, it was like the whole deal. I was like, this is just all jank.
That's why you
So,
buy your own stuff.
well, and then I went and talked to him, and I was like, hey man, like, can I get a smaller board? Like, I tried this out. I went down one run. And I was like, doesn't work. Not working for me anyway. I was like, I'm sure it's a great board, but it just doesn't work. Anyways, he's like, all right. So he gives me a smaller board, but he gives me like kid gloves, like Nerf size board. And it was fun. It worked, but I was still very uncomfortable on it. So,
That shit must have been fast as fuck though.
oh, dude, it was insane when I could turn off with it. It was actually insane. I was like, oh, hang on, like this, I might need to explore this a little bit more. Um, and then I was like,
That's
all
what
right.
surfers do.
I
Surfers
mean,
will get like, kid boards just to go insanely fast.
well, like it's kind of the opposite, right? Like on a snowboard, like you need like size to your height, like
Yeah,
to help maneuver it. But like a surfboard, you can go out on like massive like 8 foot long board and it's easier, right?
Try 10-foot boards. Yeah, 10
10 foot
foot's the
boards.
easiest.
Okay, yeah, easy boards. So anyway, it's kind of, I wouldn't say opposite, but you need a board size to yourself. So um, anyways, the Saturday that we go, I get a better board. Everything's good. I was like, okay, we're good to go. We go up to the top of the mountain. It's snowing like a motherfucker, and it snowed all the night beforehand. I think there was like a solid 7 inches of snow overnight.
You lucky son of a
So
bitch.
we get up there, it's just like super fresh powder. My sister is also on a snowboard, and she's having a hard time riding in it because like what they tell you is like your back foot is like kind of your gas pedal, so like less friction. Makes sense.
Hmm.
So you're not really supposed to lean back all the time, but in super fresh snow, you kind of have to be able to lean back and like teeter totter back and forth. Anyways, Mia's having a tough time, and powder's super thick, and we can't see anything because it's snowing so hard. And we all have goggles on, like we're all,
Yeah.
decked out in the proper gear. And my dad goes down a run in front of me. I feel bad for him, but he goes down a run in front of me and completely wipes out. And I'm like, oh shit. My dad's like 50, 51. Like, he's not young, but he's in good
But he's in
shape.
good shape. Yeah.
He's in good shape. Anyways, he already has a bad knee from college, and then
Yeah.
the other knee gets injured, and I'm like, son of a gun.
Did he break his knee like Rogan did?
No, 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 no. But I'll go back
Okay.
to that. So, anyways, I was like, damn. So he sits out the rest, or he goes up like one more time, and then he's like, yeah, no, this hurts way too bad. He sits out the rest of the trip. Then we get up and we snowboard the rest of that day, kind of take it easy, whatever. Uh, we had like a fun party night where like everybody got, wasted, had a good time. It was awesome. Anyway, we got back the next, we got back Wednesday, and anyway, we get back and kind of have a, regular week the rest of the week. But Saturday I go play golf with my dad, and it's just me and him, and we go and play. We're gonna play 9 holes, but he leave early, so we only played 7. But he's getting out of a bunker, and anyways, he's like really having trouble like backstepping out of this bunker, and I'm like, man, are you all right? And he's like, dude, my knee is jacked up. And I was like, damn. Anyways, I start talking to him a little bit, and I was like, you should really look into stem cell therapy or stem cell
Hmm.
treatment. He's like, what is that? And he had heard of it before, but like, anyways, he started, thinking about it some more. He's doing research on his phone about it as we're in the golf cart between holes. Anyways, while we're on the golf course, he calls a chiropractor that he knows, gets on the phone with him. Turns out the chiropractor is going to be doing it in April, and my dad's like, "Sign me up! I want to be first one." So now my dad's getting stem cell treatment, and I find it hilarious.
That's
Um,
amazing.
I
I
was
love
like,
it. I
"All
love
right,
it.
it's great, it's great." I'm excited for him. It's because
That's incredible.
I don't know. I've heard way too many like horror stories about knee replacements, and
Yeah.
I've only heard good things about
My
stem cell.
grandmother has 2 knee replacements, but she got lucky because I feel like Cajun blood. There's something about recovery, and we recover from things a lot quicker
I
than
think
normal
it's
people.
the years and years of alcohol abuse.
Probably.
Just made us numb.
But but yeah, she has full mobility completely, even though after 2 knee replacements and a hip replacement, and she's full mobile, can walk easily. She works out. I mean, out of the water too.
That's crazy.
Um, during physical therapy, she was in the water, but she started to get more and more out of the. But I think she's going to go towards like alternating in and out of water. Um, just as she gets older, the joints, but yeah, her other joints. But yeah, yeah. Speaking of like the insanity of like medicine and stuff, I have finally like experienced firsthand how insane the human brain is.
It's absolutely ridiculous, is what it is.
So get this. 2 nights ago, okay, pass out about 9:30, 10. Okay, I'm
Okay.
sleeping, and this happens to this window right here. Okay, blinds are closed, curtains are closed. Okay, for whatever reason, the neighbors across the street, their lights are brighter than they used to be. Okay, so there's more light coming in on the exterior. These are blackout curtains, but
Like
they
they're
still
like
let
garage
some
light or something?
like the lights on the outside of their house, like the
Gotcha.
porch lights. These are blackout curtains, but of course, there's still going to be some light that bleeds through, like on the edges, right? More specifically, a lot that comes in on the top. Okay. Wait.
You thought you
Okay.
got fucking abducted by aliens.
No. Midnight. I wake up. I get jarred awake. No idea why. Okay. I look up and I think that I see the shadow of a giant spider on my ceiling.
Oh Jesus.
And I sit up and I'm still staring at it and it's still there. I yell at Google to turn the light on, right? She turns it on.
God, I
And
hate you
then
that you have that. I'm sorry, continue your story.
she turns the light on. And obviously I can't see anything at that point because the room's lit, right?
Mhm.
So I don't know what's going on. Like, because there could be a spider. Obviously, I know that it's not going to be a big spider because it's going to be a small spider that just hit the light perfectly, right? So my thought process at the time was, okay, I don't want to have to find a spider and kill it right now. I'm really tired and I'm gonna have school tomorrow. I need to go back to bed. I don't want to fall asleep with the possibility of having a black widow or brown recluse in my room. Also, could be a female, so there could be a lot of baby spiders in my room pretty
Oh
quickly.
God, you smack it with a hat and just baby spiders just.
So I made
Dude, have you ever seen that?
It's scary as shit, dude.
Oh
I swear to
God,
God,
makes my fucking skin crawl, man. I
I
can't
don't. I
handle it.
usually don't. I usually don't have problems with this shit, but for whatever
Can't
reason,
handle
this spider, okay, this specific spider, okay, just gets in my nerves. So I decide I make the executive decision to get my important stuff. So my phone charger, my my phone charger, my AirPods, and I book it to the guest room.
Left the Apple Watch on the nightstand. I can get a
Bingo.
new one.
I need a new one anyway. It's fine. So So I was like, okay, my room is going to be empty. And I know that my siblings and my parents wake up at least an hour before I do. Okay. So I know that they're going to figure this out. And I want to go to bed. Like I want to be able to sleep in the mornings and wake and not be woken up early. Right.
Yeah.
So I text my parents, hey, I think there might be a possible spider invasion in my room. I'm sleeping in the guest room. Don't freak out. Okay.
What
There's a
time was
pause in the
this?
story. This was about midnight 30.
Okay.
Pause the story for a second, okay?
Okay.
From my perspective, from my mother's perspective. 4 a.m. My sister wakes up, looks in my room. I'm gone. The light's still on though, because I didn't turn it off.
You forgot to tell Google to turn the light off.
No. I got scared. I was too afraid to say anything else. I don't know why, but I was too afraid to tell
You think
Google to
spiders are
turn off my
reactive
light.
to?
I was too no. I was too afraid to tell Google to turn off my light, and I was too afraid for her to cancel my alarm for the next morning. So at
Oh
some
my
point,
God.
I was gonna have an alarm go off in here, and I was gonna be the only one in the house at that time that the alarm was going off. Okay. 4 a.m. My sister walks in my room. I'm gone. She books it to my parents' room, wakes my mom up, tells my mom.
Hang on. You there?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's pause the story for 1 sec and redo this call because you're bugging.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll be right back. All right. You there?
Is that better?
I hope so.
Okay.
Let's try it.
What part did you? What
Okay,
Wait,
so
wait.
you forgot to turn the lights off because you're too scared that Google
Okay.
or whatever was gonna turn
Right.
your alarm off for the next morning.
No. It wasn't that. It wasn't that. I was. What happened was I was too
You
afraid
were
to
afraid
talk.
that the spiders were gonna hear you
Right.
and jump
So
on your eyelids.
I didn't tell Google to turn off the light, and I didn't tell Google to turn off my alarm for the next morning. Okay.
Okay.
Pause the story there. Sister's perspective.
Yes.
My sister walks into my room at 4 a.m. Okay.
And just for the audience, how old is your sister?
She's 10.
Okay.
She freaks out because I'm not in here, but my lights are on. Books it down to my mom's room at 4 a.m. Wakes her up, tells my mother I'm dead.
So, okay, so now we've learned something that the female brain thinks as soon as someone's not there, they're automatically murdered. Gone.
So my mom
Wiped off
freaks
the
out.
planet.
Now, this is the part of the story that is incredible to me. I love my mother. She's amazing, okay? But usually her first reaction is to check her phone. when something happens.
Uh-huh.
Okay. For whatever reason, this instance, she doesn't check her phone. So she doesn't see the text message that I sent her at 12:30 explaining why I'm not in my room. She walks past, you know my house, right? You have to walk past the guest room to get to the garage.
Mm-hmm.
She walks past the guest room, doesn't, for whatever reason, check in there to the garage to check to see if my car's there. Because in her mind, her first instinct is I've ran away. Matthew, why do I have a reason to run away?
You have no reason to run away.
I have no reason to run away. She then comes back then she then goes upstairs to make sure that Ellie just wasn't tripping. Checks in my room. I'm gone, right? Then she goes back to her bedroom to check her phone and sees that I'm in the guest room. She's like, "Oh, okay. He
After
must have
she's
gotten
already
spooked
done
by
a
something."
SWAT tour of the house.
Exactly.
Oh man, your mom's crazy. Your
Back
mom's
to my
great. Your
perspective.
mom's great,
Back
but
to my
that's
perspective.
crazy.
Back to my perspective. I wake up in the morning. I explain myself to my family. I come back up into this room and I check above the curtains over there, and I see spider webs.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
so I'm freaked out for the rest of the day. I can't find the spider. I'm like, okay, when I get home, it's on. I'm gonna the spider. I come back during the day at school. I'm thinking
How
those
well
webs were
murder the spider.
no. Those webs were pretty thick to be a spider's web. You know, they look more like cobwebs than anything else. Wait a minute. If the light was coming in across the top of the curtains, there wouldn't be one specific pinpoint where that light was coming from. So the spider could not have positioned itself perfectly because all I saw was the legs of the spider doing like this. I would have only been able to see a small port. I would have been able to see the entire spider and only on a small portion because of the way that the light was broadcasting onto my ceiling. So I think that entire thing was a figment of my imagination, and I was still sleeping when I sat up in bed to look up at it again.
Tripped balls.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever smoke pot?
Not yet. Needless to say, I'm about to deep clean this room tomorrow, and we're getting the exterminators in here just to make sure.
Might as well. Can't hurt anything.
Because we have the quarterly service where every quarter they come and they spray the rooms with stuff for bugs because we have a scorpion problem in Austin because we're in Texas.
Yeah, happens.
But they'll come in and they'll do free squirts every month
Have
if
you
you
ever
want
fucked
it.
with a scorpion? They're crazy.
Yes, I got stung by one.
Dude, they're insane.
It was
Like,
okay. Did I tell you the story? Did I tell you my sting story?
I don't think so. Go ahead.
It was like first year I moved here, right? So 2018, I think.
I remember hearing about it, but I don't remember the details.
I had my jeans on. I was grabbing a shirt. I grabbed the shirt out of my closet, throw it on, and I get a sharp pain right here. 3 sharp pains. And I think that maybe it was just like, you know, sometimes you'll have like a loose thread in a shirt and it'll just irritate your skin. I think it's that for a second. And so I rip off my shirt, just freaking out because I was like, maybe it was also a spider. Because at this point, I'd only seen scorpions outside. I've never seen them inside. And I throw the shirt on the ground. Right when I throw the shirt on the ground, I'm like, my skin's crawling talking about these stories, by the way. I throw the shirt on the ground. This little fucker, I see him crawl right back. Shut up, Google. I see this little fucker crawl back into my shirt. And I'm like, I just got stung. And then I look in my mirror and my entire pec is twitching uncontrollably.
Just like doop, 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 doop,
just
doop,
doop,
doop, doop,
doop, doop. Yeah. And I look and I can see the 3 stab marks on my right here. It was like right that piece of skin between your chest and your shoulder, like right there.
Bink.
Yes.
Right there.
Yes. So I run downstairs I don't kill it. I run downstairs shirtless. My dad's in the office and everybody's left except for my dad and me. And I'm like, Dad? And he's like, yes. I just got stung by a scorpion. Oh shit. Okay. And so he runs upstairs. We run upstairs. He breaks out the toilet paper. We kill the scorpion. And then he looks at me and he sees my chest twitching. He's like, yeah, you're not going to go to school today. I'm like, yes. But I'm also freaking out because I just got stung by a baby scorpion in my own room.
Yeah.
So, and then we've caught
Texas.
them. We've caught them multiple times on my sister's curtains in their bedroom. So like we had to get the exterminators to come out and spray every quarter. It was This room,
Makes
man.
sense, though.
This room is infested.
Might be haunted as well.
I might be haunted by a
Might be
ghost
haunted.
spider.
Who knows? Ghost spider.
Hey, I get ghost spider.
Ghost spooter. You know, who knows?
Yeah,
Who knows?
yeah, that's my experience with the human brain.
Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
Thanks for coming.
No, dude, I have been sore like crazy for today and all day yesterday. I have found muscles in my back that I didn't know existed, due to rock
Start.
climbing.
Oh, rock climbing.
Dude, I went Sunday
Hmm.
for like 2.5, 3 hours. That is the most fun I've had in a long time.
Dude,
Like,
all
it was
these
really fun.
the thing about us is that all these sports that you enjoy, I really can't do because of my stature. Like maybe I
Wrong.
can figure out snowboarding, but with
Dude, you can figure out rock climbing.
I can't do a pull up, Matthew.
We'll get you there. Once you're there, you can do it. You'll be fine.
Okay. Okay.
You'll be
Also,
fine.
I'm trying to find a place to go, like a subscription based place to go swimming. But then again, I realized that when I move to Corpus, I'll have two pools that I have for free that I can use. One that's like a leisure pool, but I can do laps in it
Don't
because
you
it's
have a
long
lap pool
enough.
in the neighborhood?
We have a pool that's not really a lap pool. I mean, I could do it in there, but I'd have to wake up ungodly early,
Yeah,
and
just
there's
go
always
early.
and it's usually it's usually closed for some reason or another. Like some guy shit in the pool, some stupid teenagers brought Natty Light in bottles to
Or
the
you have that
fucking
dude that crashed his fucking car right next to the pool and then breaks out
oh
into the
my
woods.
fucking GTA night. Don't even get me started on that one. We
my
just
my experience in Austin.
we peer out the windows. There's just
Yeah,
oh my god.
dude, we open up your windows and there's choppers with fucking
No,
spotlights going
okay.
around your
Let's go back.
neighborhood.
Let's go back to the start. We're coming from downtown. We spent the day downtown. Remember that? We're
And
coming home
and
after
South by
dinner.
was going on.
South by was going on, so we
Yeah, it
had a
was
good
South
time
by
downtown.
weekend. Yeah,
Yes. So that would have been 2 years. That was 2 years ago, right?
that was shit. Yeah, that was 2 years
Yeah.
ago.
That's actually gonna be 2 years ago next week, because next week is South by.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
So two
crazy.
years ago next week, we were downtown at South by,
I thought it
and
was
then
like,
we
I guess they're doing South by another week
they might be. My
or like a
spring
week
breaks the following
week
week.
early or something.
I think they
No,
are because
no, that's right. We're in March now. Never mind.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So anyway, um, we were downtown. We ate dinner. I forgot where we ate, but we ate dinner somewhere, and we're coming back.
Where did we eat dinner?
Um,
No, we got to figure this out. We went to a
was it
fried chicken joint.
loose? No, that wasn't for dinner though.
No, we went there for
Because
lunch one day.
yeah, we would. I think that's Salt Lick.
We didn't. I didn't think
We
that
ate
we went
Salt
to.
Lick.
Did we go to Salt Lake?
Yeah, I think we did.
I don't remember going to Salt Lake with you.
No, we went when your brother came.
Yeah.
We went then.
Yeah, we went then.
Yeah, because we had dinner. Then I spent the night at your uncle's house, and you had it for breakfast.
Yeah, that was amazing. That
Yeah,
was a good morning. That was a really good morning.
I waited to get the breakfast sandwich at Dunkin'
Might be
Donuts.
unpopular opinion, but oh shit, dude, that was whenever we went to Coda.
Yeah, for the first time together. Yeah,
Damn, that was awesome.
yeah.
That was a good day. That was a great
And we
day,
took
actually.
pictures with the cardboard cutouts of the drivers on the podium.
It's still on my Instagram. I love it.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it.
But anyways, I think we ate at the Mexican restaurant on Hamilton Pool Road.
Mexican restaurant.
Verde's.
I honestly do not remember.
I don't fucking remember.
We might have
Dinner.
gone to Torchy's. I don't know.
We ate somewhere for dinner.
Yeah, anyway.
We're coming back. It's pitch black. We see cop cars at the front of my neighborhood. We turn into my neighborhood. There's a navy blue 2006 Chevy Tahoe. We'll go with that because that sounds familiar.
It was a big American SUV. Let's just write that
that had plowed, that had gone off the road. There's a ditch. There's a pretty deep ditch, and then it's the community pool.
Mm-hmm.
It jumped the ditch, broke through a couple of trees, and broke the fence to the pool.
It did hit the fence, didn't it?
Yeah.
I thought it had slammed into like a pylon or something.
Collapse, but no. And it took out like 3 trees too. Like 3 baby, like small trees.
Shit.
So, and then we see a bunch of cop cars,
I
and
thought
then
it was
as
a
we're
Jeep
driving,
Grand Cherokee.
I don't remember what it was, dude.
I thought it was a white Jeep Grand Cherokee. I might just be making that up. Anyway,
And then we get a
Four-door
phone call.
mom car.
And then we get a phone as we're driving into the neighborhood. We get a phone call from my dad. My dad goes, "Hey, yo, home yet?" I'm like, "We just turned into the neighborhood." He's like, "Get in the house ASAP." And I'm like, "Oh shit, did we do something? Did we fuck up?" And so we get home and we get inside as fast as we can. We close the door and it's like, "Okay, shit's going down right now. The cops are searching for someone in our neighborhood. Some guy stole the car that's now crashed in the front of the neighborhood and is now running through the woods avoiding the cops." We're like, "Oh shit." And right as he's saying this, that's when we go to the window, peer out, and there's 2 cop helicopters circling the neighborhood like this is fucking GTA and we have 5 stars.
Dude, that was the
Like,
craziest shit. Oh, that was a great night, though. It was a great
oh
night.
my god. I think they ended up getting the guy, but and
Oh,
then every
man.
so often we'd hear cop cars just barreling down the street and like turning into every single street that they could. It was insanity.
Yeah, like 4 cop cars went down your road, and we're
Yeah.
watching literally from that window.
My dad
Oh,
has the
man.
news pulled up downstairs on our TV just trying to keep up with
Yeah,
it.
like blaring the news, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, what is happening? Like, I'm not gonna be able to leave the neighborhood. Like,
And I think you were leaving the next day, were you?
yeah, yeah, I was leaving the
Yeah.
next day,
It was
and I
your
was
last
like,
night here.
shit, like, what is happening? And then you text me
Now,
like,
wait, was this the night that you were saying you were going to leave the next day and then you ended up not, or was this the
no, that
actual
was
night
the
that you had
actual
to
day that
leave?
I was leaving.
Okay, because I remember that you had said you were
Remember?
going to leave.
No, because the day that all this happened, yeah, because we didn't plan on going to South by.
No, we didn't. That's right. You stayed an extra day to go to South by.
Yeah, because you were like, yeah,
Yeah,
let's go down to South by. Like, there's gonna
yeah,
be, because it was like the Saturday, I think.
yeah, yeah. It was.
I think it was a Friday or a Saturday.
No, it was definitely the Saturday.
It was a Saturday, yeah, because I drove back on a Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway, um, so we ended up, what did we do? So, yeah, so we went to South by, fucked around downtown, then we went and got food, hung out, whatever, and then, yeah, and then we drove into the neighborhood. Yeah, that was an insane night.
and
And
then yeah,
yeah,
you eventually went to bed just in case you could leave, so that way you could be well rested for the trip. And
yeah,
then
I mean,
yeah, and then when we woke up, all the cop cars were gone, the helicopters were gone. I mean, the damage was still there. You could get it. The vehicle was gone. They had towed it by that point. But
well, the funniest thing that I thought was I was working out at the golf course at the time on the maintenance crew, and I get a text message like middle of the day, like you'd like just gotten out of school. I get a text message probably like 2, 3 o'clock, whatever it was, and it was a news article, and the guy had been caught, and you're like, yeah, they finally caught the guy, and I'm like, shit,
yeah,
it's been like 3 days, like, god damn, like, dude's been living in the woods of Austin.
yeah,
Oh man. No, dude, that was a fun trip. We need to. I definitely want to come down again.
I'm down.
Definitely want to come down.
All right, I gotta cut. Sorry, I gotta cut this one short. I need to go do
It's all
voting
good, man.
stuff.
We got
So,
33 minutes here,
all right,
so
that'll be good for today.
yeah, it'll be good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
Sorry, I had to cut this one short. Just
no, you're all
schedule.
good. You're all good. We got real lives. Um,
Yes.
so next week, I kind of want to get into UFO shit.
Oh Jesus, here we go again. Okay.
I'm dead serious, like legit
Okay.
into it,
Okay.
cause I don't know, man. I've been reading
That's
some
your
crazy
realm.
shit.
That's your realm. Bring me
I'm
some
gonna
stories
I'm
and
gonna
I'll sniff
send
out
you
the
some
bullshit.
stuff. I'm gonna send you some stuff to
Okay.
kind of like brief you on it, and then we'll
Okay.
get into the nitty gritty of it, just because I'm curious.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, all right, man. Well, this was awesome. This was episode 4, right?
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
and yeah, please, I don't know, continue listening, continue watching, and we'll be back next week. Peace.